Welcome back to Worldview TV, where we explore countries, cities, and cultures around the world, one place at a time. Today, the focus is on Canada, and we're talking about 10 of the best provinces to live in for 2026. If you've ever thought about moving to Canada, or maybe you already live here and are wondering what life might be like in another province, this episode is for you. Together, we'll travel from coast to coast and look at what everyday life feels like in each place, how people live, what the environment is like, and what kind of lifestyle you might find there. As always, this is not about telling you there is only one right province. Different people want different things. Some want big city energy, others want quiet towns, some want mountains, and others want the ocean. This guide gives you ideas, so you can decide what fits you best. Before we start the countdown, take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this video. It really helps support the channel and lets more people discover Canada through Worldview TV. Alright, let's start with number 10. Number 10, Saskatchewan. At number 10, we begin with Saskatchewan, often known as the land of living skies. When you think of this province, picture wide open fields, small cities, and sunsets that seem to last forever. Daily life in Saskatchewan often feels more relaxed compared to the bigger, busier provinces. In many communities, people still know their neighbors, and it's common to run into someone you recognize at the grocery store, the rink, or the local coffee shop. Housing in many parts of Saskatchewan can be more affordable, which can be a big advantage if you are starting out, raising a family, or looking for space without the big city price tag. There may not be as many massive urban centers, but that also means less traffic, fewer long commutes, and a bit more calm in your daily routine. Of course, winters here can be cold and long, and that's something to keep in mind. But many residents adjust with warm homes, winter activities, and a mindset that embraces the seasons. If you value peace, space, and community, Saskatchewan can quietly offer a strong quality of life. Number 9, Manitoba. Number 9 is Manitoba, a province right in the center of Canada, often called the heart of the country. Its capital, Winnipeg, is a cultural and economic hub, while smaller towns and northern communities give the province a very diverse feel. Winnipeg offers museums, music venues, sports teams, and festivals that run throughout the year. You'll find communities built around arts, sports, and food, and there's a sense that the city is big enough to have options, but still small enough that it doesn't feel overwhelming. Outside the main city, Manitoba is full of lakes, forests, and parks. In the summer, people often head to cabins, go camping, or spend time at the lake, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing by the water. In winter, you'll see snow, ice sports, and events that celebrate the cold rather than hide from it. Life in Manitoba is for people who like real seasons, a strong local culture, and the balance between city life and quick access to nature. It may not always get the same attention as some of the bigger provinces, but for many people, it offers a comfortable, grounded way of living. Number 8, New Brunswick. At number 8, we head to the east coast with New Brunswick. This province offers a mix of forests, rivers, and coastline, and it has both English and French-speaking communities. New Brunswick's cities are smaller compared to places like Toronto or Vancouver, which can make them feel friendlier and easier to navigate. You're more likely to have shorter commutes, less crowded streets, and easier access to parks and natural spaces. One of the appeals of New Brunswick is the sense of community and the connection to outdoor life. People enjoy hiking, visiting rivers and beaches, and taking advantage of the changing seasons. The Bay of Fundy, for example, is known for its dramatic tides and coastal scenery, which adds to the province's character. If you want a quieter lifestyle, with a coastal feel and a smaller city environment, New Brunswick is a province to consider. It suits people who like nature, community, and a slower rhythm without being completely isolated. Number 7. Newfoundland and Labrador. Number 7 brings us to Newfoundland and Labrador, a province full of character and dramatic landscapes. Think rugged cliffs, colorful houses, fishing villages, and a strong sense of local identity. Life here often revolves around the ocean and the land. Many communities have deep roots, with traditions in music, storytelling, and a unique humor that you might notice as soon as you talk to locals. There's a feeling that people look out for each other, especially in smaller towns. The province can feel more remote compared to central Canada, and that can be both a challenge and a charm. Travel to and from other regions can take more planning, and the weather can be rough at times, but in return, you get some of the most striking scenery in the country and a culture that feels very distinct. If you're the kind of person who wants a place with a strong personality, rich traditions, and a deep connection to the sea, Newfoundland and Labrador might feel like home. Number 6. Prince Edward Island. At number 6 is Prince Edward Island, or PEI, Canada's smallest province by land area but a big favorite for many people. It's known for its rolling green fields, red sand beaches, and quiet coastal roads. Daily life in PEI is generally slower and more relaxed. You're never far from the ocean, and it's common for people to spend time outside, whether it's going for walks along the shore, cycling, or visiting small local cafes and shops. The province has a strong agricultural and tourism base, and many communities feel close-knit. If you move here, you might quickly recognize faces at your local market or along your regular routes. Traffic is lighter, distances are shorter, and the overall pace of life can feel more manageable than in a large metropolitan area. For anyone dreaming of a quieter, coastal lifestyle, with small towns and friendly communities, PEI is a serious contender. Number 5. Nova Scotia. Number 5 is Nova Scotia, another Atlantic province with a strong maritime identity. The capital, Halifax, is a busy port city with universities, pubs, music, and a lively waterfront. Living in Halifax or nearby, you get a mix of city life and easy access to nature. You can go from downtown streets and live music to quiet coastal roads and lighthouses in a relatively short drive. Many people enjoy that mix of urban and rural, and the province's connection to the ocean is felt in its food, culture, and events. Outside Halifax, Nova Scotia is dotted with small communities, fishing villages, and scenic coastal drives. You'll see coves, beaches, and bays that attract both tourists and locals looking for a peaceful escape. If you're drawn to the idea of living near the Atlantic, with a blend of culture and calm, Nova Scotia offers a lifestyle that many people find appealing. Number 4. Alberta. At number 4, we move inland to Alberta, a province known for its mix of prairies, cities, and the famous Rocky Mountains. Calgary and Edmonton are major urban centers, each with its own character, events, and industries. Calgary is often associated with energy, business, and the Calgary Stampede, while Edmonton is known for festivals, arts, and a strong community around sports and culture. Both cities offer a range of services, jobs, and amenities you would expect from large urban areas. Then there is the mountain region, places like Banff and Jasper, which attract people from around the world for hiking, skiing, and breathtaking scenery. While living directly in these tourist areas can be pricey or limited, being in Alberta means you are relatively close to them for weekend trips and explorations. If you like the idea of combining strong job markets with easy access to outdoor adventure, Alberta offers a powerful mix. Number 3. Quebec. Number 3 is Quebec, a province with a strong French-speaking majority and a culture that often feels different from the rest of Canada. Cities like Montreal and Quebec City stand out for their historic charm, festivals, food, and arts. Montreal, for example, blends old streets with modern neighborhoods, offering everything from trendy cafes and restaurants to long-established markets and cultural institutions. Quebec City is known for its old town, cobblestone streets, and fortress-like walls, which give it a European feel. Living in Quebec usually means hearing and using French in daily life, especially outside more bilingual pockets. For some people, this is a huge plus, offering the chance to live in a bilingual or French environment without leaving Canada. If you enjoy culture, history, and the idea of living in a place with a strong identity and language, Quebec offers a rich and unique lifestyle. Number 2, British Columbia. At number 2, British Columbia, often called BC, is the province that stretches from the Pacific coast to the Rocky Mountains and beyond. Cities like Vancouver and Victoria are known for their milder climate, compared to much of the rest of Canada, and their access to both ocean and mountains. In Vancouver, you can see the mountains from the city, and you're close to beaches, forests, and parks. Many people move here for the outdoor lifestyle. Hiking, skiing, biking, and paddling are all common activities, depending on the season. Victoria, on Vancouver Island, offers a slightly smaller city feel with a historic downtown, a busy harbor, and a calmer pace. The province as a whole is known for its natural beauty: forests, islands, coastal inlets, and mountain valleys. It's a place where you can often be in a city in the morning and on a trail or in a small coastal community by the afternoon. Some parts of BC, especially around Vancouver, can be expensive, and that is important to keep in mind. But many residents feel that the scenery, climate, and lifestyle make it worth considering. If you are drawn to mountains, ocean, and a more temperate climate, BC has a lot to offer. Number 1, Ontario. Finally, at number 1, Ontario, Canada's most populous province and home to some of its most well-known cities. Toronto is the largest city in the country, and Ottawa is the national capital, but Ontario is much more than just these two places. Toronto is a huge, diverse city where you can hear many languages, try foods from all over the world, and find nearly any kind of job or lifestyle. It has major sports teams, theaters, festivals, and neighborhoods that each have their own flavor. Ottawa, on the other hand, has a more government-centered feel, with historic buildings, museums, and a strong focus on public service and international communities. The city balances green spaces, like the Rideau Canal and many parks, with a quieter, more structured pace than Toronto. Beyond these cities, Ontario has many mid-sized cities and smaller towns, as well as cottage country and lake regions where people go to relax or even live full-time. This variety is one of Ontario's strengths. You can choose dense urban living, suburban communities, or more rural and lakeside areas, all within the same province. For many people, the combination of job opportunities, services, cultural diversity, and lifestyle options gives Ontario a strong claim as one of the best provinces to live in. It is not perfect, costs can be high in certain areas, but if you want choice and connection, Ontario often stands out. Those are 10 of the best provinces to live in Canada for 2026, each one offering a different way of life. From the Atlantic coastlines and island communities, to prairie skies, mountain valleys, and big central cities, Canada has an option for almost every kind of person. There is no one answer to the question, what is the best province? The real question is, what kind of life do you want? Do you want ocean or mountains, big city or small town, English, French, or a mix of both? Once you know what matters most to you, cost of living, job type, climate, community, you can use lists like this as a starting point, not a final rule. If this episode helped you see Canada a bit more clearly, or gave you new ideas about where you might want to live, please subscribe, like, and share this video. It really supports Worldview TV and helps more people explore Canadian provinces and cities with us. Now it's your turn. Which province would you choose for 2026, and why? Are you more excited by the coast, the prairies, the mountains, or the big central cities? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching this episode on Worldview TV, and see you in the next episode, where we explore another place that might one day feel like home.